like Year 4s, we open the show. So it's really important that we do everything as slickly and carefully as possible. The clearer we communicate the meaning of the song, the better the show is going to look at the start. And we want the show to start with an absolute bang so that people want to continue to watch it. So we've got the beginning of the show. We're kind of going to wander around on the stage. We're going to meander, sort of pretend we're like the crowd, getting ready to sit down to watch the show. So you could be chattering away to your piratey friend. You could be checking a mobile phone, checking that all the different notifications, flicking everything up and down. You could even be making a phone call, talking to grandma on the phone. Where are you? Have you found your spot yet? There's plenty of parking out the back, that sort of thing. But we're sort of coming on in and we hear that sort of bagpipe sound in the background. Whilst that's going on, the first mate is going to yell out, "All hands on deck." And then they'll say, "Arr," and we go, "Arr," and we all stop. That's when we begin to hear the drum beat and we start to march. We get the hang of that marching. Lines are time to turn your mobile off. Now you might have noticed I've changed it from this to this. And the reason is because our parents are probably more familiar with representing a phone in this way with our hands rather than in this way with our hands. So to communicate a little bit easier, that's what I've changed it to. So we've got time to turn your mobile off. What we're going to do is we're going to march at the time. So time to turn your mobile off. Then we're going to do our hook arms, "To adventure we are away." Whilst we do our hook arms, what I want you to do is with your feet, I'd like you to go step forward, step across, step back, step back. So that's step forward, step across, step back, step back. So we're going to do that at the same time as our hook arms. Step forward, step across, step back, step back. Hopefully that results in 2 hook arms. To adventure we are away. So we've got time to turn your mobile off. To adventure we are away. No photographs. And don't you cough. We're pirates putting on a play. So you might have noticed the hook arms come back again. And same with that box step. Step forward, step across, in front, step back, step back. Right? So we've got all hands on deck. Arr, arr. Marching. Time to turn your mobile off. To adventure we are away. No photographs. Don't you cough. We're pirates putting on a play. Don't rip your candy wrappers, please. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to do cross arms. No deal, yeah? Don't rip your candy wrappers, please. And this time we're going to go heel, heel. So don't rip your candy wrappers, please. Hey, hearties, off we go. Now climb aboard, but don't you sneeze. We're pirates putting on a show. Now, when I do my heel, my hands are kind of doing a pumping sort of action, as though we're, I don't know, blowing up a balloon or something with a special machine. We're not actually, it just looks good when we do it as a group, particularly if we come from right up high. All right, so we're gonna go climb aboard, don't sneeze, heel, heel. You'll notice my hands go down at the same time as my heels. All right, so we've got climb aboard, don't you sneeze, we're pirates putting on a show. Then we've got swab the deck, lower the scrim your bilge racks, arr! So during that, I want you to do scrubbing the deck, climbing the rigging, maybe pulling the sails, maybe going on lookout, each of you doing something different so that it looks really effective, and then When we hear R, we all stop with R. You could do up in the air, you could do down there, you could be like R, both arms, don't mind, just so long as we all go R. And then you get about 16 counts for your handshake. It might only be 8, could be 16, not sure. See how you go with the music. So once you've had a go with the music, we should be about a third of the way through the song now. So now we've got raise the curtain, set the scene. And during this time, what I want you to do is, instead of being all the way around the stage, I want us to make 2 lines, a short line and a tall line. So taller people at the back, shorter people at the front. All right, we're going to go raise the curtain, set the scene, take our places. So find a spot, take your places, don't delay. As though you're going captain's coming. Then don't be afraid if we act mean. I want you to be as mean as possible. If you're in the front row, you're going to be mean down low. And you're going to be mean to the audience. If you're in the back row, or the second row, you're going to be mean up high. Don't be afraid if we act mean. We're pirates putting on a show. At this point in time, we're going to swap our lines. We're pirates putting on a show. So you'll notice I was at the back and now I've gone to the front. If I was at the front, we're pirates putting on a show. And somehow I end up at the back. All right? Now, if you're at the back going to the front, your job is to find a gap in between the students so that you're not bumping into the student. If you're a student at the front, you need to be careful of what's behind you. Maybe step to the side to get round to that back part. All right? Then we've got cue the fife and cue the drum. We've got, if you're in the back row, you're going to be playing the fife. Cue the fife and cue the drum. And then other way, pick the pace up, don't be slow. So you're going to go 4 steps that way, 4 steps that way. If you're in the front, you're going to play drums and you're going to go that way first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got cue the fife and cue the drum. Pick the pace up, don't be slow. You've got all of that time to go both ways. So you should have 4 counts one way and 4 counts the back. All right? Then, ahoy out there, we're glad you've come. We're pirates putting on a show. I can't remember the words, but ahoy out there, we're glad you've come. And we do that again. All right? So, from there, we're then going to get into a circle because we need to get ready for the treehouse to end up in the middle of the stage. To do that, I'd like us to skip into our spots. Once you've found your spot in the circle, I just want you to go knee, knee, clap, clap. Until everyone's in the circle. See how you go doing that with the music. now we're all in a circle. And we start to try and do some more word painting with our actions. Just like what we were doing at the start with our mobile phones that we were turning off. We're going to go, it's just another summer day. Except we're going to try and do that going around the circle. So if you imagine that this is my circle here, all right, this is the back of the circle, this is the side, this is the front, this is the side, okay? Hopefully, what I want you to do is to try and face the audience the whole entire time. 'Twas just another summer day when Jack and Annie came to play. They spied a ladder hanging down from way up high down to the ground. Then stop in your spot on the circle, no matter where you are. So let's pretend I've stopped at the back. They climbed the ladder to take a look. They found a tree house, point at the tree house in the middle, full of books. They made a wish, as though blowing out a candle, made a wish, and the tree house shook. It spun and off they took. So I want you to spin into a different spot, making sure not to bump into anybody. Once you've done that, I want you to do-si-do with your partners during that little instrument break. So that's when we hook arms with someone else, with a partner, and we hook arms with another partner. If you haven't got a partner, then what I want you to do is I want you to, on the spot, skip. That'll have the same effect. We need to get ready for when the music goes, all right? So we're gonna get down, the music starts, and we go around the circle again. If you're at the front, you're gonna go down low, and then get into the middle again, down low, going round. Then if you remember the foot game, that's the bit that we're going to do next. But let's see how we go using the music up to there.
Party
magic whooshes, where we've made magic round the circle, round the treehouse, as though to send the treehouse to another place. Now we're going to work in pairs or on our own to do the fancy foot technique. I believe we'll get a chance to do this twice through. If it's too hard, I want you to do a simpler version, and that's okay. I'm going to do it without a partner so you can see how to do it, and I'm going to do it on a bit of an angle so you can see what my feet are doing. I'm wearing odd socks, and so I've got the dark pink here and the light pink here. The light pink is my left foot, the dark pink is my right foot, if that's at all helpful. What we're going to do is we're going to go and try and kick our partner's foot on the same angle using the same part of our foot. So we're not kicking up high, we're not kicking hard either, we're just having a bit of a shot at touching our feet together. So we're going to go in on the inside of our right foot. Put that foot down, other foot, in. So going in. Then we're going to use this part of our foot, the exterior part of our foot, or the anterior part of our foot. We're going to go out, step forward with our right foot. So we've just gone out, step forward. Back foot goes behind, click, step back, out, step. Then we're going to do the left foot. In, right foot in, left foot, anterior, step forward, back foot, step back, out, back. Fast, it looks like this. In, out, cross, out, back. In, out, cross, out, back. You might get the chance to do that about twice, and then we're going to go yo-ho, 2, 3, 4, yo-ho, 2, 3, 4, yo-ho, 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 yo-ho. In any party sort of way you want to do your yo-hos. If you're at the back, I want you to try and do yo-hos up high. If you're at the front, yo-ho, down low. All right? Almost as if you're doing an uppercut. Yeah? Have a bit of a go with the music from the start.